Meta just rolled out tiered AI subscriptions, YouTube's demanding content labels, and users are actively ditching AI heavy search. We're breaking down what these shifts mean for your product roadmap and how you'll monetize AI features in a market that suddenly got strong opinions. No BS AI briefing brought to you by Proactive AI. Welcome back. I'm your host, Vikash Sharma, and this is where builders get straightforward AI news without the fluff. All right, let's jump into today's headlines. First up, Meta has officially launched tiered AI subscriptions globally, and this is a game changer. What happened? Well, Meta's introducing a whole new way to pay for features across Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. We're talking about consumer plus plans like Instagram Plus and Facebook Plus at $3.99 a month and WhatsApp Plus for $2.99 a month, offering basic UI enhancements. But the real headline for us builders is their Meta One AI plans. These are designed to add higher compute for what they're calling thinking mode. I mean, think about that for a second. Plus advanced video and image generation. Meta One Plus comes in at $7.99 a month and Meta One Premium at $19.99 a month. They've also got creator and business tiers, Meta One Essential at $14.99 a month and Meta One Advanced at $49.99 a month. Right now, these specific AI plans are testing in Singapore, Guatemala, and Bolivia. For builders, this matters huge. It establishes a very clear pricing anchor for premium AI features right there between $7.99 and $49.99. It's a massive validation for direct AI monetization at platform scale. This also creates a new surface for integrations around video generation, agents, and analytics, specifically targeting these Meta One users. But look, we should all expect Meta to increasingly bundle these powerful features into their own offerings over time. Next, the OpenAI Foundation has committed a whopping $250 million to address AI workforce disruption. This is big and it tells us a lot about where the conversation is heading. The $250 million fund is specifically for research into AI's labor impact, direct support for workers who might get displaced, and exploring new economic distribution models. The foundation's emphasis here is on urgency, and they're saying the window to get this right is shorter than we're used to. I mean, that's a pretty direct statement, isn't it? For us builders, this signals a massive institutional demand for tools that can enable workforce transition. Think about upskilling platforms, career pathing solutions powered by AI, or even economic simulation tools. There are clear alignment opportunities here for products focused on worker resilience and retraining programs. If you're building in the future of work, this is a signal you can't ignore. Also in the news, YouTuber Nishi is rolling out automatic AI content labeling, and this has some serious implications for creators and product developers alike. Their new system will automatically detect and label videos that are AI generated or have been meaningfully altered by AI. These labels won't be subtle either, they'll appear below the player for long form content and as overlays on shorts. Videos made with Google's own tools like Veo or Dream Screen or those containing C2PA metadata will get permanent labels. Even animated or slightly altered content will require some form of disclosure. So, why does this matter for you, the builder? Well, it significantly raises the bar on provenance. If you're building generative AI tools, especially for video or image, your tools should really be embedding C2PA metadata from the start. This helps your creators stay compliant and avoids potential mislabeling. It's also creating a fresh demand for services around detection, metadata injection, and verification within creative workflows. It's not just about generating content anymore, it's about proving where it came from. And finally, DuckDuckGo has seen a significant traffic jump amid growing user pushback on AI heavy search. This one's fascinating. DuckDuckGo's AI free search page, which you can find at noiduckduckgo.com, saw a 22.7% week on week traffic increase between May 20th and 25th, even peaking at 27.7% on May 24th. And it's not just web traffic. Their US mobile app installs rose 18.1% on average, with iOS installs hitting a peak of 69.9%. This surge happened right after comments praising AI mode in search engines, which clearly rubbed some users the wrong way. DuckDuckGo, for its part, quickly reiterated its commitment to privacy and its policy of not training on user data. So, what does this tell us for builders? It's a clear, loud signal for privacy first positioning and user control. There's a definite measurable demand out there for clean interfaces without intrusive AI overlays or summaries. If you're building, you should be considering opt out modes and transparent data governance. It's about giving users that choice and respecting their preference for a non AI experience. That's the part that got me. Now, for our deep dive today, we're going to really dig into Meta's AI subscription strategy. This isn't just another feature rollout, it's a massive turning point for platform monetization and honestly, a blueprint others will follow. What happened? Meta, a company that's pretty much built its empire on advertising, is making a definitive shift. For decades, they monetized almost exclusively through ads, with AI often playing a supporting role to boost engagement. But as AI compute costs have soared, and they have soared, as anyone building knows, and user expectations for advanced AI features have risen, sustaining free AI has simply become a much harder game. We've seen internal reports hinting at performance delays and the rising infrastructure costs. All of that underscored the urgent need for new revenue streams beyond just ads. Why does this matter right now? It's simple. Meta, one of the biggest platforms on the planet, is putting a price tag on AI. This move sets user price expectations for AI features across the board. If Meta can get users to pay $7.99 or $19.99 for thinking mode or generative media, then smaller players have a validated pricing benchmark. It also fundamentally alters the competitive landscape. If you're a third party tool offering, say, advanced video generation, you now have to compete directly with Meta's bundled offerings. This isn't just about Meta making money, it's about defining the value of AI in the consumer's mind. Who should care? Look, if you're a founder thinking about your next AI product, you should be dissecting these tiers. What features are worth what price? For AIs, product managers, this is a masterclass in feature to monetization mapping. Which AI capabilities move the needle enough to justify a subscription? Infra engineers should be thinking about the implications of higher compute for thinking mode. What does that actually mean for underlying inference costs and optimization? And if you're an yeshte indie hacker, this gives you a clearer target for what users might be willing to pay for premium AI utilities. This is a bellwether for the entire market. How I'd think about it as a builder, this is about positioning. Meta's defining premium AI. As a builder, you now have a target to shoot for or to differentiate against. If you're building an application, can you offer something so unique, so domain specific that it stands out from Meta's bundled offerings? Perhaps you focus on compliance or deep vertical expertise that a general purpose AI won't touch. The analogy I'd use is the App Store. When Apple launched it, suddenly there were clear price points for utilities and games. Meta is doing the same for AI features. Don't try to underprice Meta. Instead, figure out where your unique value truly lies relative to their offering. And think about integrations. If you can build something that enhances the Meta One experience, there's a massive user base there to tap into. My no BS take: Meta's AI subscription model isn't hype. It's a necessary strategic pivot, and it's real. The pricing tiers validate the direct monetization of advanced AI features. But here's the caveat: terms like thinking mode likely translate to higher compute, better models, or more rate limits rather than some magical novel capability we haven't seen before. Don't get caught up in the marketing language. Focus on the practical pricing and feature bundling. If you're finding this useful, hit follow in your podcast app right now. It takes 2 seconds and it's the best way to make sure you don't miss the next briefing. If you want one practical takeaway from today's episode, here it is. Experiment by mapping your own AI features to Meta's newly launched subscription tiers. This is super actionable right now. Here's how to try it in under 60 minutes. First, grab a sheet of paper or open a quick document. List out all the AI features or even potential AI features in your current product or the ones you're prototyping. Don't filter, just list them all. Second, for each feature, jot down its complexity. How much compute does it take? How much unique data? How hard was it to build? Then align it to one of Meta's price points. Is it a 7.99 plus feature, a 19.99 premium feature, or even a 49.99 advanced business feature? And finally, the most important part, ask your team which tier do our users expect to pay for this relative to Meta's offerings. This isn't about matching prices dollar for dollar, but understanding perceived value. This specific experiment is worth your time right now because Meta just set a massive benchmark for AI feature pricing. It gives you a real world anchor to test your own monetization assumptions against before you even ship a line of code for a new paid tier. It's about leveraging their market research to inform your own strategy. You're essentially using Meta's pricing as a sanity check for your own value proposition. That's it for today's No BS AI briefing. If this helped, follow the show in your podcast app and share it with one builder you know. And if you've got questions or topics you want covered, connect with me on LinkedIn and send them over. See you in the next briefing.